From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there. They begin with a run by Davis. He had to fight that time. Ran through. One tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Miami defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Alert, alert, alert!
Here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On play action, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Hey, tight. Out. Stop.
Throwing now is Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Allen going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
56, 56. 5 wide, 5 wide. Half 10. Regular. What's that?
Allen. And this one's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
What's that? 319. What's that?
And again, it's Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Middle. Monday.
Allen now on third and goal. Touchdown Bills. R.J. Harvey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Dolphins 0. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ring up. Here we go. Set. Steady.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Willis. Open man downfield as Waddle has got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Ready, ready?
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want the Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Trap 50, trap 50. Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Willis will look to throw it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. This is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Middle. Hey, home. Pass. Pass 85. We go.
Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Alert!
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Half 85.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 42.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Alert!
Allen now looks to throw. Shakir holds it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
Allen running right on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with his 3rd touchdown. The ball game number 12 on the season. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Pass on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Dolphins 7. Pitch Wishnowski.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Up the middle, Etienne. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up the first down. They ran it and picked it up.
2 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Cowboy Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To throw, here's Willis. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
And here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, home.
Now Allen. He'll swing this out to Harvey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Five. Alert! Stop. Gun. Alert.
To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. 3rd and 5.
Regular. Half 85. What's that?
A final shot before half for Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Ready.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Willis to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, here's a give A-Chan. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a game. Brings up 2nd and 2.
With a quick throw completed by Willis. 7 yards there and a first down. Now they'll audible to something else. A run straight ahead with A-Chan. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Willis to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Allen going to run with it. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
5 more yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, tight. What's that?
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, touchdown!
Khalil Shakir from 3 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They're a little back in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinals.
Back to throw, Willis. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Middle.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen under pressure, and they got to him again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 6, pass the 60, pass the 60. Ready?
Achane gets it from the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Bills 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Alert! Half 85, half 85.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment and stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
60, Hawk 70, Hawk 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
60 Broncos, 60 Warriors, 70. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70.
4th down, Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves.
On the handoff, it's H.A. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
On 1st down, back to H.A. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Ready? Viking 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Wright is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinals. 19. Panther 60. Panther 60.
H.A. going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Unlock line. Unlock line. Ready.
H.M. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
6 yards. And the Bills first down.
56,
Now Allen going to change it up.
19-yard line.
5 wide. Alert! Right now, boys. Alert!
Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here's Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.